All right. So it's it is February 4th, 2021. I am. Oh, what time is it? It's 7:59 p.m. I'm in Oroville downtown. Um, I just finished painting a bunch of stuff yesterday or the day before yesterday, on Tuesday or something like that. What is today? Thursday. So, the main idea is that I want to continue these blogs, these different blogs. I started one on current events. Normally, these are the drama blogs. Started the current events on the YouTube, and then I created another YouTube to do like art stuff, to kind of separate this personal stuff, and then art is personal, so it's been tough separating my career and my art, and then the social personal I can't even, I obviously, if you guys been watching this stuff, you guys kind of are along for the ride of what's going on. So yeah, so I created, so talking about all this stuff, which is not really what is important. It was important just because obviously people want to know about whatever character assassination rumors go around an artist or anybody really, any business person. But this is pretty serious stuff, and the difference is actually, I've been taking this time to learn a bunch of stuff, still going through it, and still dealing with the same people and the same same tactics that I guess they've used on. I've listened to people's art and music and books and literature, and a lot of the same people talk about. We all have the similar experiences when we deal with society and how to deal with other people, our fellow human beings, whether it's family or whether it's business rivals, or governments, or other artists, or TV, armies, other countries, our own country, all this stuff. It's when you read all these writers and stuff, Hemingway or Nietzsche or Socrates, they're all talking about the same thing. So kind of just like even Jimi Hendrix or John Lennon, they're talking about the same. We're all talking about our fellow humans acting like assholes, and so when it's your turn, when that happens to you, sometimes it's kind of like, whoa, this is crazy. This is never. How can this be real? Because you listen to a lot of the rappers, and they talk about it. They're talking about family members switching up on them, or their neighborhood, switching up on them, or the cops switching, getting crazy on them, or whatever. So it's a trip. It's the only thing I realize is that it's contemplating about how long it's been going on, and the state of humanity and humanity in general, and is there a solution? Personally, as an artist, how do I deal with these people? and it doesn't really seem, the answers that I've gotten so far. And part of this, instead of being negative on this talks, I'm trying to, first put out what I feel is important personally to answer some of these questions, and for people to kind of get my perspective on life, as opposed to other people making stuff up for me or for themselves. Little did I know there's actually people that's what they do. I knew, you meet people that they like drama, and they talk about people a lot, and that's what they do. And but I didn't know how high, how serious it can get. So yeah, and there's other people. There's the opposite of that. There's people that want to take the punches and to make things better. And so you can't have one without the other. So that's the road that all this stuff has been talking about, but it's not been my full road. This is just stuff that's been happening for the last 10 years. So, but I've lived 40, so first 30, we all have our learning parts of our lives, and dealing with high school and growing up, and our 20s and our 30s, So my road just happens to be the artist road, which is pretty trippy, but the spiritual road has been way more important. And so I've learned a lot of stuff in these last few years, even so much that I even had to step back and just be amazed at what has happened, that all the stuff I didn't know, and all the stuff that people have been referencing about. And I don't know what everyone, I haven't seen anything or talked to anybody about all this stuff with anybody really saying what's really been happening. But so obviously people want to have me talk on this internet stuff, and whether they want to be entertained negatively or positively, that's really everyone's personal agenda. And as far as government officials and law enforcement and stuff, and they could probably learn a lot from the artist, and psychologists and whatnot, been reading up on that stuff too, listening to people contemplating on their theories of people's minds, and even what do you call that? When you not brainwash, but I've already learned that when I was going through college, as far as how TV uses images and thoughts and music, and to change your emotional moods, and then seeing it played out on a, in today's world with today's tech and efficiency and digital media has been pretty crazy. But hypnotizing, hypnotizing. So people have been trying to play with people's minds for a long time, as far as psychologists and stuff. So I've kind of learned a little bit of the limitations that people really have on us, the human condition, and and then you got military, and they they just do whatever they want, experiment on whatever they want to experiment on. So after World War II and the Nazis, people were kind of in this weird place, so technology just went too fast for the human mind to social groups to like figure out how to deal with it. So that's where we're at, and I just happen to live, every generation has stuff that they have to deal with. So I'm just talking on some very human stuff, I was actually, another one was the books. I was going to read the 1984 and the Animal Farm. And these are the books, I've actually read Animal Farm when I was younger in my 20s. And then I read, did an audio listening. I've been doing a lot of audio listening to, and I listened to the 1984 book while I was drawing on the computer and stuff. And it was good, I got the book though, because I really want to dissect that book. Lately, I actually listened to the Odyssey, I think it was, and for the first time, and then I listened to, I'm listening to the Count of Monte Cristo. Dang, I can't remember the name. I got the book actually, but it was too much to read, so I've been listening to it and falling asleep and then waking up. So there's parts that I missed, but I got the book just in case I want to go through it again. But for the most part, I'm getting the idea of what the book is about and the characters, and it's a pretty interesting book. I mean, this is probably written in the days when there was no TV, obviously, and so a book with that much story and those that much like different things going on was probably someone to live with a piece of literature for months, read it over and over or whatever. It's probably what it was written for, because it's way too long for today's society where everything's go go go, and to find an hour or two during the day is actually a privilege. So anyway, these audiobooks are very, the good with the bad technology and this internet, YouTube stuff. So I'm speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to everybody that could understand English, and for rich and poor and all these people. So, I would have rather not, like most people probably that are famous and under a microscope. Most of the people just want to have alone time. So since I don't have too much alone time, I'm here talking to you guys. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, painting on these canvases over here downtown, using the time that I have here. And the books, I'm gonna do the book thing. I'd rather do it outside, and I could do the comic book thing. So this is my little hello. It actually takes a lot of effort to do these videos. So, and obviously, like I said, I'd rather do thinking than talking. But give the world what they want. And so yeah, I've been watching TV stuff too, here and there, but I'm kind of burnt out on. There's just been too many movies and too many TV shows and too much all this stuff. So I'm glad I'm a little bit moving away from that stuff. But there has been some interesting ones, and obviously I love the genre of film and storytelling. So it just seems like it's all the same over and over. Like, it's interesting, but it's still kind of. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, so being an artist, of course, you always want to see something that's groundbreaking, not in the same action, movie plot, storyline, TV show thing. But I did watch Game of Thrones. Actually, I watched the first 5 seasons, which, everybody's been watching that stuff, and I'm living in this other world where it's like, Game of Thrones, and then when I finally watch it, I'm like, whoa, this is like, I can't believe everybody was watching this stuff. So, I made some books, made some graphic novels, so I'll be going through those as well. I've been practicing my music, but I'm leaving this spot here, ASAP. So in the next 2 days, again, I wasn't here for November, December because I was working on my books, but so that's the situation at the moment. I didn't get to play music for everyone as far as doing enough recording. So I've been practicing, learning songs. We'll see what happens next with that. And let's see what else. So let's make this one interesting. Let's see what I want to talk about. Every day I think about a million things I want to talk about. So let's see. I'm going to make a current events in another video, like another day. But this one is going to go under the drama blog because I don't know, because obviously it's life is a drama. Let's see. So Trump I think is not president, right? So I think that's happening in America at the second. I guess they stormed the White House. Somebody stormed the White House, some people. And that went happen. So Biden is, shoot, dude, like this can go on and on. I watch videos about Chico, California, and these people talking and living in Chico, talking about their drama in Chico. And it's just like, man, there's just so much stuff to talk about that is really over, which is, important, but newsworthy and all that stuff. But an outsider like myself doesn't really need to be talking about it because I don't really know what's going on over there. So I'm going to see. And the Hollywood stuff is also interesting because it's Hollywood. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't live over there, so I don't know what they're doing. So I don't have an opinion on all the movies that they're making at this moment. Nothing's really happening in music that's important that I see. My personal life is just personal life. It's kind of, nothing's happening in that either. My art life is what's happening for me, but I don't have the books to show you, and like I said, these abstract, I guess we can talk about the paintings. So I'm actually gonna have to make another separate video. There's oil paint, so that was actually fun to do. Let's see, what's some drama? Yeah, I think we all are kind of burnt out on drama, right? So, till next time, I'm gonna get into it when I finish cleaning up this place, because that's priority at this second. So I'll be talking to you guys soon. Hasta